Friends, hello, greetings and salutations wherever you are. What a week in the market we've had. It's been okay here. We've seen some good numbers. But friends, before I get into the video more, I do want to say this, to put this out there front. This is what's going on right now with Mullen, is that Mullen has applied for an extension. September here, this was when they had to be $1, and their stock needed to remain $1 for at least 10 consecutive days. They have been having a lot of trouble this whole year. This is very important if you're investing in Mullen or you're going to be investing in Mullen. So listen up. They have filed an extension, and as they were supposed to find out today, September 15th. As me releasing this video, no news has been released. As far as we know, the extension has been accepted, to where they have another 180 days to get their stock above $1. So I just want to make that known first and foremost before anything, because that is incredibly important. So yes, it seems like every time we talk about Mullen that it's just kind of bad news all around. And it, at first, a few months ago, it was like, no, things are going to turn around. Things are going to turn around. Then we have reverse split after reverse split, bad news after fake news, and then people are still like, I don't know, maybe Mullen's going to, turn out something here. And then it's like, now I think like in the last few weeks, everybody's been like, you know what, I'm tired of Mullen. I'm done with them. Now we're starting to see some new news here with Mullen, and I made a video about Mullen like 2 weeks ago, no lie, where I said, like, I wish Mullen would just start doing some PR. I wish they would just start investing in themselves and what they're trying to do as a company. Well, lately, Mullen has been doing something here where they're literally going on a tour and showing their vehicles. The tour started off here in August 20th to be exact, in Texas, and it's going to run until November. Now, they have the locations up here where they're going, and a lot of places they are going or where they've had business before. So Mullen is using this to get their name out there. To obviously, more than likely, they're wanting to find some big vendors. They're looking for more of their fleet program to take off, and the fleet program in the electric EV market is very big, and it's what generates a lot of revenue for a lot of these new EV companies, where they have these X companies say, hey, we need 40 vans, 40 cars, 40 trucks that are electric by this time date, and if the deal goes well, we'll do 40 more or double the order. Well, that's pretty much how Mullen's been surviving here and making money. Now, Mullen is also trying to get into the private sector of individual people with their sedan series, their trucks, everything they're trying to do. They're making an EV car for the general population, people, everyday Joe Smo, which is great, and where the big money is going to eventually start to trickle in. But that's a whole nother market. Now, throwing this all into one big idea here with Mullen trying to get their name out there. And listen, I'm going to be honest, this hasn't been the best year with Mullen. We've seen a lot of bad news. We've seen a lot of lies from people that were working with Mullen. We don't even know if they still work for Mullen. I'm not even going to go into that. But listen, this is not a hit piece on Mullen. I'm rooting for Mullen. I think everybody that's watching this video is rooting for Mullen. There's still people here that, were investing in Mullen 2 reverse splits ago, and that are still, with what shares they have, are still hoping, for God's sake, something takes place. Already starting to see Mullen do a little well here with these tours, and obviously going back to the tours that they're doing, the main focus here is that they find new deals, they find new vendors, they find something out of this tour. Mullen has actually been moving up here. We've seen the stock actually do pretty good here. Last time I talked about them around, well, maybe it was like the beginning of September. It was bad news, man. We were just seeing Mullen still fall apart, and it was like, God, are we going to see another reverse split? Or even worse, are we going to see a delisting from NASDAQ because they can't keep this thing above $1, and NASDAQ wants it above $1. That's the rules. Now, Mullen, as of late, has been building some blocks. This has been a very good week for Mullen. I dare say this is the best week we've seen from Mullen in maybe a few months, walking its way right back up to almost 70 cents just on a organically. So, it's not much, but hey, it's positive. The question is can Mullen get back up to $1? Can the actual physical stock itself get to $1, remain $1 by itself? That's something that Mullen hasn't done all year, and that's why we keep going into these reverse splits, because Mullen cannot hold this $1 mark in the NASDAQ is threatening them with a delisting unless they do a reverse. Friends, it is a tricky situation what's going on here with Mullen. But obviously, to mention it too, a little bit of old news, but new news too, is that Mullen Automotive has reached a deal with Remo Power for battery technology, or essentially battery equipment. This gives Mullen access to equipment that will help it increase battery pack accessibility lines, as well as increase its battery research and development capabilities. So this is kind of going back to some things we were hearing back in March and April, even back then, about around this time that we were going to hear some new news about battery life with Mullen. It was going to be revolutionary. So these are kind of the, I guess what we were hearing rumors of, months ago. And that's one thing that Mullen also wants to pride itself over, is their battery technology and their battery life, because obviously whoever has the best battery in the EV market is going to probably be king, at one point or another. So friends, with all of that news out there, I really do wish all of you the best of luck, all of us, that we see something happen here with Mullen, something more. Listen, I'm rooting for the company. I want them to do good. I want them to work things out and get their stock, at this point, above $1. I think that's all we want, is that the stock to remain above $1 and not be delisted, for God's sakes. Friends, I will talk to you soon. Take care. Have a phenomenal weekend wherever you're at, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.